are Mo and Mom. You're too loud. Sorry. Hello,
Hey everyone.
Thank you for joining us.
Welcome to our movie ASMR style movie reviews. It's Mo and Mom. And if you haven't already, please watch our introductory video that goes through our disclaimer as well as our welcome and about us and why we do movie reviews. And we are celebrating 80s movies today.
One of my favorite all-time movies, which is Willow.
Yes.
Which a lot of people may not like because today the graphics are so fabulous. We have incredible, you can't tell the difference between reality and fantasy. The graphics are so good. And back in 1888 when this came out, that was not the case. Now we had grown up with claymatics. Claymotion? How do you say it?
It's
Claymotion?
Yeah, Claymatics works, I believe.
Which was about the extent of most of our graphics back then, and this was something new. But even with the poor graphics, I found Willow to be the kind of genre that is my personal favorite, where it was fantasy, it was magic, it was comedy, it was drama, it was action, it had
Everything.
Covered all the bases as far as I was concerned.
I'd go as far to say in your top 10.
It is.
Which
in
is
my
pretty
top
big. This was the movie that I remember growing up to. If I ever had to wake up in the middle of the night to come downstairs or anything like that, you'd be watching.
She'd usually find me watching or sleep watching it.
Very early in the morning, so I also grew up to this movie and just absolutely love it. So let's go ahead and get to your premise. I'm going to let you do, because this is your movie, 100%.
Well, basically it starts out in a dark Middle Ages dungeon with this poor woman getting ready to give birth. And unfortunately she's in a jail cell and her child has the mark on its arm. And they know this is supposed to be a special child. So another older hag lady sneaks her out in a basket. And the queen, the wicked queen, really nasty wicked queen, she was good, comes down and is going to take the baby. And when she realizes the baby is gone, she's going to kill, she does kill the mother.
Oh,
but
she sends those dogs.
Those evil looking.
Oh, I was so scared of those when I was growing up.
They weren't really dogs. They were some sort of dog hybrid monster type thing.
They were really scary.
The old lady manages to quickly form a little basket, out of moss, sends the baby down the river right before the dogs rip her to pieces. So then we come to Willow, who is...
he's in a village.
And Willow is a little person. And he has two children that are so adorable, and they're even smaller. And they're not supposed to go near the river while Willow is driving his pig to plow the fields. It's so great. And
the kids find
the children find the baby. And Willow says, "Don't touch it, don't touch it." And of course
they know it's not like them. It's a big person.
Yes,
they call it something.
Daikini. Very good. Your memory's better than mine.
And they know that it's, but the kids are already loving it.
Well, Mom goes down. Remember, the bad village man comes, and he's wondering where Willow got his seeds. He hasn't paid his taxes, something like that. So while Willow's arguing with him, Mom goes down with the children. Next thing you know, Mom's, of course, picks up the baby. It's a baby, and takes it back to the house. And
they can't keep it, though.
Well,
I think the dogs finally come in looking for. They track it to the village.
They track it to the village,
and they realize they can't keep the baby. They can't just put it back in the water. So they have a meeting, right? And they go and talk to the elders, who agree that yes, they need to go take it back to where it belongs.
And of course, the bad elder or village person nominates Willow to do that, and his little friend Mikosh.
I'd forgotten about Mikosh.
He was so cute.
He was so good. And such a good friend. Such a loyal
wonderful
companion.
It was a great friendship.
So Willow becomes our hero. He is, and the baby's expressions, falls in love with Willow.
The entire time, the baby's expressions just,
Absolutely.
I went, how did they get these perfect, they must have videoed this baby for days and weeks to be able to pick out the most perfect expression on this infant's face for all these comical things happening. It was just, that's one of the biggest delights I got out of the movie. But on the way, these little people meet someone hanging in a cage that's being punished.
Right.
The crossroads. And that's where they meet Mad Mardigan.
Mad Mardigan. He was our heartthrob for the movie.
Oh, he was pretty.
And it's Val Kilmer.
I did not know when somebody told me that was Val Kilmer. I said, it is not. Back then. You know, he was just...
He does such a good job.
Oh, he was
He's
great.
Very pretty.
He was very nice to look at.
Very pretty man.
Very funny.
Anyways, he becomes our comic relief / hero / bad guy hero. He moves the storyline.
He wants to be a bad guy so bad, but he's not. He's too cute.
So he joins Willow's cause eventually, and they have these adventures trying to get the baby back, and they can't just leave it anywhere, right? And at some point they realize that it's a special baby.
That's right.
The fairy comes down and talks to them in a dream, or it's really
a manifestation with all the other little fairies.
It's beautifully done. And they end up on this quest.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. The brownies.
The brownies.
It was that's our big comic relief, I would say.
A bit more.
Brownies in this story are mice men, rat men.
They're like elves, or
they're teeny tiny little creatures that could fit in your
live in
pocket.
the woods.
Fit in your pocket. So, and they're
very feisty.
They're fun. They do cause a lot of
trouble.
and
a lot of fun.
So they have quite a travel to try to get the baby back to a safe place, because the baby has quite a legacy. She's supposed to inherit and bring peace to the land, which are
and be raised by a good king and queen.
That's right. That's right. So our bad witch does not want the baby to survive, because obviously she cannot live while the baby is going to bring peace.
The baby's a threat to her.
That's exactly right.
So she sends her daughter.
That's right. Her daughter, who we don't realize is a beautiful warrior kind
Princess
of, yes, until she is fighting. She's really badass, and she's fighting and fighting. I can't remember what scene it was, but she takes her helmet off, and that beautiful red hair comes down, and
blondish red.
And Val Kilmer is like,
no. They went to the village, and that's when
he dresses up.
Yes,
like
not
a
woman.
Yes.
He gets caught in a place he shouldn't be and dresses up like a woman to try to get out.
They smack him with the powder of...
Yes, but before that, remember the husband comes in?
Of course, don't ruin everything. Don't ruin
what
everything.
a breed.
Don't ruin everything. It's hilarious. Oh, and he's dressed up like... Anyways, we'll go on and on. We suggest you watch it. It's got some good comic relief points.
Right.
But
get back to...
the storyline is, at some point, they hate each other, and the brownies influence Val Kilmer to fall in love with our...
He gets hit with the love powder.
Bad witch's princess that came after to stop them, and I think she kind of enjoys his...
Oh, you think?
Flattery.
She's got a knife to his throat, and he's like...
The moon.
The sun.
There's nothing.
Nothing's like...
It's wonderful.
And then later she's like, what do you mean it went away? It went away.
It went away. You'll dwell in darkness forever.
Without me.
And it went away.
And it went away.
I'm sorry. We obviously really enjoyed this movie, and we're not going to spoil the ending or anything like that, because it has a very good fairy tale ending.
Yes.
I will say so. And it's full of magic, and
it's just, but the baby's expressions were mine.
Turning people into pigs, and... Just for our views.
So sorry.
But we do see, if you have not watched this wonderful movie and you do enjoy fantasy and a love story and a good war,
a feel-good movie.
There's also some great 80s the claymatics. Remember the dragon?
No,
the dragon?
Yeah, it wasn't claymatics.
I'm sure that dragon was claymatics. The two-headed dragon that comes out.
Yeah, it might have been. It might have been.
That was anyways, you let us know what you guys think about it, and if you are a big fan of 80s movies as well, please let us know what your recommendations are, and we'll be happy to tell you whether we probably have watched them, honestly. But we really enjoy it. Thank you again for your time. We appreciate it so much. And we hope to see you next time. Please subscribe if you like our reviews. If not, that's okay.
Join us anytime.
That's it. So we'll see you soon, and we appreciate it. Thank you again. Bye. Okay.
Oh
Gosh,
dear.
how was that?
I don't know. I think I messed it up.
No, I don't care. We enjoyed it.
Yeah, I
Right?
had too much fun.
That's it. I hope people like it.
Oh, they won't.
We'll find out.
I love you.
I love you.